Hello, and welcome to Talking GTA episode 23. I'm your host, Hugo, and this is a podcast about all things Grand Theft Auto related. Episode 23, that is the Truth's favorite number, so that's something cool. Shout out to the Truth. There's a lot to talk about as far as GTA kind of news and rumors and stuff that's been going on the last couple weeks. Before we get into that, I wanted to get into the comments from last week's episode, where we talked about a number of different things like the GTA 6 release, combining HD maps and GTA Online, and what we call Claude, so on and so forth. So first comment is from Japanese Demon. It says, "Hey Hugo, do you think GTA 7 should take its time being developed by the people who work at Rockstar Games, or use AI to speed up development, like generating a map, character models, etc.? I hope you read my comment. Thank you very much." Thank you, Japanese Demon. I think if they can use AI as a tool to help them do these things, and it comes out the way they want, then yes, they should use that, because I don't think there's any benefit of getting something that's kind of hand done versus AI if it comes out the same. I don't think the people buying the game or playing the game are going to appreciate it more as long as it's done right. Again, there has to be good quality control, and they have to really check over to make sure everything is exactly how they want it. Unlike how stuff was kind of messy with the GTA trilogy as far as how things looked and stuff. So as long as it's done right, yes, I hope they do that, because I would like to continue to play new GTA games and not have to wait a decade between each one. So thank you for the comment, Japanese Demon. Cybertron says, GTA 4 driving seemed more realistic to me. They could tweak it so it's somewhere in between, and I'll be happy with that. Yeah, there's a lot of fans of GTA 4 driving, and they often say it's more realistic. But I personally prefer GTA 5 driving, so we'll see what they're deciding. I wonder who decides that and how they decide it. And do they test it, and do they have people that say, this feels good when we drive, this feels like shit, and then they tweak it or something like that? That would be interesting to know kind of the process of how these things work when making a new game, especially now. It's been so long since the last game was made. They're not going to just follow the same formula they had before, so maybe things are different now. But anyway, thank you for the comment. Next one from Aunt Bob Tyler says, "No, GTA 6 Online will have FOMO, GTA Plus, and a bad economy day one. If the new update says anything about this, with removing 200 plus cars from online overnight just to lock pre-existing cars behind GTA Plus." So yes, we'll talk about that some more a little bit later on. But yeah, as you can see, people are upset about that. Next comment from Weirdo says, "I remember my pops giving me Vice City during a birthday at Chuck E. Cheese. Revolutionized the series for me. Love the aesthetics of it." Thank you, Weirdo. Appreciate it. That's an interesting gift. A Grand Theft Auto game is an interesting gift to give somebody who is having a birthday party at a Chuck E. Cheese. I wonder if there were other parents there and what they thought, if they clutched their pearls and said, "Oh my," when the Grand Theft Auto came out. Although when Vice City was new, it wasn't, I guess, as well known. But even now, there's people that don't know shit about it or whatever, so who knows. But anyway, cool story. Thank you, friend. Trap G Homa says, "Hello, Hugo. I want to see you talk about that new DLC shirts with the secret messages. Love your podcast. Keep it up." Thank you, Trap, for the comment. Appreciate it. We will get to that later as well. Next comment from Forrest Gup says, "I hope Trevor shows up in 6 high as fuck and starts shouting that he is a cartoon and that everything is fake." Cowboy Dan replied to that and said they should totally fuck with his character within the story, like how South Park treated Chef. And Psychotic Femboy said, "LOL, I hope they do that. You are a cartoon. I am a cartoon. We're all cartoons. We're all fucking fake." Yes, I think that would be great. I would love to see something like that, because that would be funny for us to see Trevor walking around acting like that. So yes, good stuff, friends. Thank you. All right, so that's it for the comments on YouTube. Feel free to leave a comment on this YouTube video if you're watching on YouTube, and we'll read it in this segment next time. But now let's get to all those news and rumors about GTA.
Whoa, I thought you were hallucination.
Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that kind of happened. Some stuff related, a lot of stuff related to this DLC that just came out. So I'm going to try to go through it all and make sure I'm touching on everything here, if you know what I'm saying. All right, first thing, as was mentioned before, there are some cryptic shirts that came out in this DLC. Specifically, there's a shirt that has kind of like looks like an alien head on it, and it has a bunch of numbers around the outside, and it just has question marks for the name of the t-shirt. And when you plug this into like a decoder or something, the numbers become letters. The letters say one day will reveal all. So clearly there's an intended message on this shirt that says one day will reveal all. And I think one of the things that's most interesting about this shirt is it's under a category that says GTA 5 anniversary in the suburban menu for shirts. So GTA 5 anniversary combined with the message that says one day will reveal all led a lot of people to think this could be about GTA 6, and maybe there would be an announcement on the GTA 5 anniversary, which is coming up in September, 10-year anniversary of the initial release of GTA 5. So obviously that's where a lot of our minds go when we see something like this, because clearly it's meant to be decoded and found, this message or whatever. And when I first saw it, I was very excited. I thought for sure this is a GTA 6 thing. It's under the thing that says GTA 5 anniversary. It talks about revealing all, so on and so forth. But again, the shirt does have like kind of an alien design on it. And a lot of people said, oh, it's probably for a Halloween thing or something like that, which very well could be true, or it could be some alien DLC, or it could be some Michael Townley movie studio DLC about an alien movie or something that's been talked about a lot. So who knows? We're all just kind of guessing at this point. But that was interesting to see because we did get to talk about it and stuff. Another shirt that showed up during this recent DLC was a white shirt with black letters that said Rockstar says relax, which is meant to look like the old Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Frankie says relax shirts from the 80s that were featured in Vice City. Some NPCs wore shirts that looked just like this. And I guess the song Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood was in Vice City Story. So lots of connections to old GTA games here, which this was also under something that said Rockstar, and it says Rockstar Anniversary, not necessarily GTA 5 anniversary like the other shirt did, but Rockstar Anniversary, a shirt that says Rockstar says relax with a reference to Vice City and Miami and the 80s and so on and so forth. But, also led me to believe, oh, this is definitely a hint at GTA 6. And a lot of people have said, oh, this is Rockstar telling people to shut up about when is GTA 6 coming out. Rockstar says relax. Which could be the case, could be why they made this, but also the other shirts in this same category for Rockstar Anniversary all say Rockstar on them, and they have different designs and stuff, and one of them looks like the logo from Bully and has Rockstar on it, so it could just be some kind of fun design celebrating Rockstar's anniversary 1998 to 2023, and it has absolutely nothing to do with GTA 6. So again, it's all just speculation, but it was cool to speculate about this, cool to guess and see if we were right, but who knows. I did like seeing those, though. It's very exciting. Not that it means anything, exciting over nothing, but still exciting to kind of talk about that stuff. As far as clothes go in this GTA Online update, another thing that was interesting to me was there's this career progress mode in GTA Online now, which is only part of the next gen consoles. It's not on the PC version, and I guess it's not on the older console versions, but it has the opportunity to earn these different outfits. And a couple of them that I've seen online are old GTA protagonists, such as Claude from GTA 3. They have his outfit as an unlockable in this career progress mode. And then they also have Nico's, I guess, initial outfit, or one of his outfits from GTA 4 as an unlockable in this as well. So that's pretty cool. I like stuff like that. I wanted to mention that because anything to do with a kind of throwback to classic GTA stuff is much appreciated by us older GTA fans. So I hope they continue to do stuff like that, and I think it's pretty cool. Otherwise, also in the world of GTA, Dan Houser, formerly of Rockstar, who obviously was a big part of Rockstar with his brother Sam Houser, and Dan was a big part of writing a lot of these GTA games and really making them happen and stuff. He has started a new company called Absurd Ventures. And it says here, per release, Absurd is building narrative worlds, creating characters, and writing stories for a diverse variety of genres without regard to medium, to be produced for live action and animation, video games, and other interactive content, books, graphic novels, and supported podcasts. So that's cool to see him, I guess, back in the game doing his thing. And if for all the people that say, oh, new GTA games will suck because of everybody that left, well, the two biggest names, Dan Houser that left and Leslie Benzies who left, both have new things going on. So all those people that say GTA is going to suck should be excited for these things, since they seem to credit both these guys with a lot of the greatness of the classic GTAs, which they deserve a lot of the credit. So hopefully whatever they are working on will be awesome as well. All right, the next thing, Brian Zampella, who we've talked about a lot recently, who a lot of people think is the actor for Jason in GTA 6. He continues to put out these videos, these live streams on Instagram or whatever, where he basically is trying to make everybody believe that he is the voice actor for Jason. Whether he is or not, we don't know. And it seems like a lot of people have given up on believing him, and they think he's just trolling at this point. But recently he had a live where he talked to somebody from Rockstar, or somebody that has worked on stuff with Rockstar, that's proven that they have worked with on Rockstar games. And he talked about, all the different things that would be in a GTA 6, not necessarily talking about GTA 6. And then he continues to post video. I posted a picture recently where one of the hashtags was safe house. So he knows what he's doing. Again, like I said, a lot of people don't believe it's him. I don't believe he's the voice actor, because I just can't imagine Rockstar would allow this to go on, for such a big release, such a big thing. They wouldn't just let somebody freely kind of talk and say all these things without permission, unless he's doing it with permission or whatever. Who knows? I don't know. But he is an actor, so he could have all these connections anyway, and just having fun and building his follower base on social media with all these GTA fans. So hopefully find out what the deal is soon. Again, continuing to wait for GTA 6 to be announced finally. Last thing I wanted to talk about today was the removal of the cars, like somebody mentioned earlier. 189 was the last count I saw of cars that were removed from websites that you would normally buy cars on GTA Online. Basically, Rockstar has said that these are cars that are not, I guess, bought very often anymore. They're, I guess, from the early years of GTA Online, and the reason they removed them is to streamline the shopping experience, which seems like BS because obviously you don't want to go open up the Southern San Andreas Autos the website on GTA Online and have to scroll through 1,000 different cars looking for what you want. But they could have easily been moved to another website or another part of the website as, classic cars or something like that, and still been available for players that haven't bought them yet. Those that have bought them, you get to keep them and you still have them. They're not removed from you. But there seems to be ways they could have done this where they'd still be available. But because they were moved basically completely at this point, people are very upset. There seems to be, I guess, you could win them in the spinning of the wheel thing or whatever at the casino. It's a possibility that you could win one of these classic cars. And then maybe they'll release them here and there is what they're saying. But also some cars that they removed can still be bought by GTA Plus subscribers, GTA Plus being a subscription service that's available for GTA Online players on Xbox Series X and S or PS5 next gen consoles, but not on PC, not on older ones. So a lot of the updates they've been making here apply specifically to these next gen consoles. So that's the only way you can get a couple of those cars if you have GTA Plus. That's $6 a month, by the way. You get other things, but also having these cars available is one of the benefits. There seems to be one other way to buy these cars, which is from other players who have them, which I guess is only a feature of these next gen consoles, because I don't ever remember that being a thing when I played for years back in the day in GTA Online. But the idea of these cars being able to be bought and sold from player to player for the obviously in-game currency, the GTA Online money, I think is excellent. I think that's if that were available to everybody, if you could post a classified ad saying, hey, I have this old Entity XF, which is my favorite car in GTA Online, and you said, it's for sale for, $10, 10 GTA Online dollars, and somebody came along and bought it for 10 GTA Online dollars, that sounds good. And eventually it would work out to where if you had some super rare car that was only available for a limited time, and you bought it and then you want to sell it years later or whatever, you could make a lot of money off of it because it would be possibly in high demand from players that missed out, and you could charge whatever you want for it. So something like that. If GTA Online is moving in the direction of making their items work like that, then I think that's a great idea. I would be very excited for that, because I think that's exactly what they should do, especially in the next version of GTA Online with GTA 6. Allow players to, actually own these digital items and be able to sell them to other players if they want, or what have you, do whatever they want with them, sit on them and hope they increase in value, or sell them all if they need to buy a new apartment or something like that. So that would be cool, but like I said, as of right now, everybody's pissed that these cars have disappeared. So there's a big list of them online if you wanted to look up and see if your favorite car or bike is no longer available, but like I said, they could be back at some point in some form or fashion. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what the future holds for GTA Online. As far as that, I think that touches on everything that was kind of going on recently. So let's move on to the emails.
In jail, being on top ain't gay.
All right, first email from Jency says, off topic, but do you believe in UFOs and or aliens? Did you ever have an encounter IRL? Did you see or hear anything? I did not. No, I do find all that stuff very interesting and fun to talk about. When there was a recent kind of story about a alien in Las Vegas, I was following along very closely because I thought it was all very interesting and stuff. But as with all these stories, there's never any clear, direct evidence, and we just go on with the kind of the myths, if you will, of it all. And so it's interesting, but no, unfortunately, the aliens have never contacted me yet, at least. Maybe they will. Thank you, Jency, for the email. Appreciate it. All right, next email. Hello, I am the Infernus, and they removed me in GTA Online. Love your streams. Anyways, AI in GTA games are kind of good in 3D era and even GTA 4. But when it comes to GTA 5, it's stupid, especially online. GTA Online has the worst AI as it feels impossible to kill the AI with ease. Also, I have realized when you start a mission which is related to cars, the AI would crash into you, and it happens in all GTA games, but mainly in GTA Online. That's it. I'm rambling about AI. Questions. Will you ever play the Titan Vice and Thrice mod, which is extreme difficulty mod? Do you have any Rockstar related merch? What is your opinion on RP on GTA, as there are many communities in San Andreas and 5? As far as mods, I'm definitely open to playing all kinds of stuff in the future. I have no idea right now, but probably. Rockstar related merch, I have a ton of. I like to collect any kind of GTA related merch. I do have some Red Dead Redemption stuff too. But Rockstar, I mean, as far as GTA stuff, anytime I can get my hands on it, I try to, because it is so few and far between. There's not much out there, which I wish there would be. I'm always complaining about that I wish that a lot of these stores that sold like Funko Pops, why don't they have them for the GTA series? They have them for fucking everything else. Everything you can imagine. Every single person that's ever walked this earth has a Funko Pop, except for like CJ and Tommy and these people, but so yeah, I have a bunch of that aside from like all my sealed GTA games and then my complete in box GTA games. But yeah, like I have a Sprunk water bottle, I have a bunch of keychains, I have a bunch of strategy guides. I got this cool book of San Andreas like promotional articles and stuff. Stuff like that. So yeah, I love Rockstar. Well, GTA merch really, but yeah, Rockstar too. RP on GTA, it's cool. It's not really for me. I've never been into it at all, but these games and these worlds definitely are perfect for RP, and I'm glad that people are using them for that reason. And I'm glad Rockstar isn't, or Take-Two isn't so quick to completely shut it down. I know there's been some issues here and there when it comes to stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm glad it's not just completely blocked, because it's just a perfect world to do that type of stuff in. So thank you, Infernus, for the email. Appreciate it. Next email from Mike the Nerd. Hey, Hugo, last podcast was very intriguing and interesting as I was listening to it while playing GTA Online, but let's continue with the email. 1, I feel like GTA 6 should have the balance of physics between GTA 4 and GTA 5, where the driving can still be easy to turn and move, but still have that sense of realism of being able to feel the weight of the car as you turn. So basically make it easy to control, but at the same time, make it look realistic is what I'm trying to say. 2, I agree from the last podcast that GTA fans like me have matured and realized Rockstar are taking their time to make GTA 6 as polished and detailed as possible by the help of shark card sales, GTA Plus memberships, and GTA 5/Red Dead Redemption 2 game sales from a business standpoint. 3, I've thought about this for a while, and now I think GTA 6 and future GTA games should stay in modern day since it's more popular from the community, and it's interesting how Rockstar can parody our current society, plus Take-Two already has another game series that could possibly take place in the 70s and other time periods in the 20th century called Mafia from 2K and Hangar 13. Anyways, thanks for the podcast. I really enjoy listening to this. I do my daily task throughout my life, so I appreciate it, and fuck sweet. Thank you, Mike the Nerd. Appreciate it, friend. Yeah, interesting stuff. Having a good balance between the 4 and 5 driving may make everybody happy, or it may piss a lot of people off. When I started thinking about what's going to be different from 5 to 6, I think about all the people that only ever played 5. And when something changes, they're going to hate it, And if it changes more to be like the older GTA games, a lot of older fans may love it. So it's going to be interesting, and I'll be happy to hear all the discussion about it. As far as modern day, I agree. I love the classic. I love GTA or Vice City and San Andreas because of the time periods they take place in. They were just done really well, and it worked out perfect. But as far as the way these new mega games are, I don't think they could do that again. So yeah, modern day seems like it's going to be the best bet for the new GTA game. So thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Next email. Hey, Hugo, longtime watcher, Lo-Fi Lord here. Right now, I'm sitting here listening and watching your podcast and seeing something with the weather effects going on in your background in Vice City. My first question is, do you think the new GTA could have more intense weather effects which affect missions, a la snowstorms blocking the view for long distance shots or heat waves with EMP effects? My second question is, I thought lately a lot about the internet mission in GTA 5, and I wonder if you think it would be cool that it also affects the world more, like ruining shops to buy them cheaper or hire NPCs. I would really love to see that. Keep up the good work with the runs and podcasts. You're more than a content creator. You are also an inspiration. XOXO fuck sweet. Thank you, Lo-Fi Lord. Appreciate it. As far as weather, yeah, I think especially with Florida, I imagine there would be some kind of not necessarily a hurricane, but severe thunderstorms, which there's pretty severe thunderstorms, it seems, in all the games. You get a lot of thunder throughout, which I always loved. I always loved that about these GTA games. But like a part of the game where there's a hurricane and there's flooding or something like that, and the map does kind of change or have some dramatic effects to the trees and the features on the map and stuff, would be pretty amazing. Do they care enough about like single player storyline, just random missions, that they would do that? Or are they so focused on online and single player story mode is secondary that they wouldn't do something like that? They do have the snow in GTA Online every year, which makes no sense for Los Santos to be covered in snow, but I like that they do that. It's fun that the online world can change like that from time to time with events or time of the year or whatever. So I think that would be cool, any kind of weather effect or something like that. As far as like things you do in the game having an effect on stuff within the world and the prices and stuff like that, I think that would be awesome as well. But again, that's another single player storyline thing that who knows how much they're going to actually put into that. To make us happy, us being people that enjoy single player games still, but we shall see. Thank you for the email, Lo-Fi. Appreciate it. Okay, next one. It says, what up, Hugo Mang? This is Louie, longtime YouTube viewer and recently stream enjoyer. Love the content. I really appreciate how close you are with your Twitch viewer. I wish to be a part of the gang one day too. Anyway, I wanted to add that I don't know if you've noticed this, but in WCTR radio on GTA San Andreas, they often talk about the ongoing happenings in the world. One interesting thing I've heard listening to it is that whether CJ is the culprit for a crime, either the news gets distracted or it just gets swept under the carpet. Like when CJ blows up the drug factory, a police officer claims he was the one who did it. Or when he flies to Liberty City to the bistro, the news just finds it inconsequential and they just move on. These are just a few examples. Many more Easter eggs are there. I love that they consider this in-universe explanation to how CJ gets away with his crimes, unlike GTA 5 where people just seem to forget. I really hope this is replicated in GTA 6. The Bonnie and Clyde style they are going for is perfect for this, as we could get reactions from the citizens that could both hate and sympathize with Jason and Lucia, similar to the real story. Anyway, thanks again for the hilarious content. Keep it up, Hugo Mang. Louie, P.S. fuck sweet. Thank you, Louie. Appreciate it. Yeah, always thought that was cool in San Andreas, where you would hear about the stuff in the storyline from the different DJs and the kind of their opinion about it, not just WCTR, but some of the other stuff. But then also how WCTR changes throughout the game and what happens in the storyline. I love that. And in GTA 5, I remember it being like almost after every single mission, as soon as you got in a car, a radio like news alert would play and tell you about whatever just happened, which was a little too much for my liking, but it's still cool. I still like that. I like that happened. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that in GTA 6 as well. I think that'll be pretty cool. And whatever the talk radio is in Vice City, or who's on it, I should say, I think will be really interesting and cool to hear, and as it always is. So anyway, thank you, Louis, for the email. Appreciate it. All right, next one. Hello, Hugo. I love the podcast, and I'm super excited every time a new episode comes out. Thanks for making hours of entertainment. I always enjoy your content, whether it's a good or a bad day. It always makes me laugh. When someone is talking shit in chat, you know what to say to shut their shit up. I've been a long-time viewer and have started speedrunning myself. It's a good excuse to keep playing these great old games. I was playing GTA 3 the other day, and I realized a lot of the missions are go kill this dude, then he dies, and the mission passes. I know you said you prefer shorter and more action-heavy missions, and also not fail you as often for small mistakes. But what are your thoughts on this? Would you like more variety in the missions? I personally think that the missions in San Andreas are perfect. I don't know if I thought of this myself or saw it somewhere, but what if Jason and Lucy are siblings? Maybe they have had parents that were criminals. That could explain their criminal behavior instead of just being crazy. As you said, Hugo, in one of the episodes of the podcast, that in almost every GTA game, there's always someone that backstabs or betrays somebody. Then siblings, I guess, makes them more dependent on each other. A rumor was going around on Twitter some time ago. I obviously don't believe rumors until I hear it from Rockstar, a trusted source. In Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur's beard would grow longer and longer as time passes. You would have to go to a barber and get a beard cut. NPCs would even comment on it if it got too long. The rumor is that Jason and Lucia's hair would grow as the game progresses, just like Red Dead Redemption 2. What do you think of this? For me, nothing beats going to Old Reese and getting an afro. Apparently, the Twitter account that tweeted that had removed the artist's name from the image and took all the credit. Yeah, it sounds about right. Final thing, in the last episode, you talked about having both Liberty City and Los Santos to travel to and online. I think that would be an awesome in the single-player story as well, like the mission St. Mark's Bistro from GTA San Andreas, where you travel to Liberty City and kill a guy and then fly back to Las Venturas. You could explore the city. You were just there for that one mission, and that was it, because you couldn't explore the city. I think that would be cool to see in a modern GTA. Imagine having GTA 5 Los Santos and GTA 6. I think that would be amazing. Sorry for the massive email, but I just wanted to share my love for the games. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing well as the listeners. Fuck sweet, you're the mang, your Danish homie, Christian. Thank you, Christian, for the email. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you. So as far as the missions where it's just kind of you go kill this dude and then that's mission passed. Yeah, I think they've grown past that. I also think San Andreas had good, I don't know, kind of more detail to the missions where it wasn't just that. Although there was a lot of that, I think GTA 5 kind of took it a little too far. Every mission was this major undertaking. I would rather have shorter missions where you have to do these tasks to move the story along, and then every once in a while there's these big missions, which is kind of what GTA 5 was when it came to the heist. You'd have these setups, then you do the heist, and setups and do the heist. But some of the missions would just be there were basically very few short missions in GTA 5. So, and that's why I expect GTA 6 to be like a very cinematic movie experience more than an actual game, or the way gaming used to be, I should say. So we'll see. I don't want him to be having a mission that just goes on and on and on and on. That's I'd rather have a lot of smaller missions, but not so simple as just go kill this guy, the end. As far as Jason and Lucia being siblings, that could be an interesting twist to the dynamic. Obviously siblings have been a big part of GTA games previously. I don't know if that's what they're thinking. If they are, then that would give more reason to have them work together and not just give up on each other or whatever. With hair growing and stuff. I don't like that type of stuff. I know people do. I'm not interested in having to go to a barbershop every once in a while and get a haircut. I think it's cool, but yeah, I don't know. Not for me. I would rather go to a barbershop and have my hair grow like it did in San Andreas. As goofy and unrealistic as that is, I prefer that being the way you change the look of your character, not just their hair growing over time. As far as GTA 6, you fly back to Los Santos during the single player story. I also think that would be amazing. I think that would be great, and it would be a great way to do it if they were able to eventually connect the maps or something. Having a mission where you went back there and then you had your freedom in Liberty or Los Santos or Liberty City to stay there for a while, explore. Obviously, you'd have to fly back at some point to continue the main story missions or whatever, but you had these options to go in between these places in single player as well. So good stuff, Christian. Thank you for the email, friend. Appreciate it. All right, next one. Hey, Hugo, Clay Doggy here. Just wanted to echo what you were saying about stopping the harassment of Rockstar on social media. I'm sure the majority of people listening to this already know this, but video games take a lot of time to make. Rockstar games being of a higher quality take even longer. Couple that with their newer corporate mentality of eliminating crunch, and these development cycles will take even longer. This is a good thing. One, we can ensure we won't get a rush game full of problems. See Cyberpunk, Redfall, and even the GTA DE trilogy. What the hell happened there? Two, these decisions are more than likely made by the top levels of Rockstar and Take-Two. Harassing a developer, actor, artist, etc. online for something that is out of their control is unacceptable. I would say if you're going to harass someone, take it to the top at Take-Two, but it should be for something related to a broken game, not this game is taking too long. As I already said, this is a good thing. Three, just so it's said, none of us are important to Rockstar. You can cry into Twitter all you want. It will make zero difference. The way to impact them is to not buy any of their games anymore, and that's not really any difference to them, as they'll still make billions from GTA 6. You are in a lose-lose on this one. Aside from that, Novel wants to bring back GTA 4 driving. No, just no. I love GTA 4 and all, but the extreme weight of Nico and cars was awful in my opinion. I'm glad GTA 5 fixed that. I mean, in a perfect world, we'd have GTA 3 or Vice City driving for all games, but I'll take what I can get. And as I'm typing this, a thought crept in. If GTA 6 was done like the DE versions, Unreal 4 on top of renderware, so we'd have the same feeling and gameplay as the OG trilogy, that would be just fine with me. For M. Toms, first off, I was driving to work when I was listening to last week's podcast and I laughed hard at Jeff Frankenstein. Well done. Second, about Claude's name, according to the back of the box, he's you, meaning the player. He's also Fido, but that's just Maria cutting him down as he Sal's lapdog. I'm going to put my actually nerd glasses on real quick and point out that the name Claude actually is in the original files for GTA 3. At some point, he was named Claude, and then I can only assume that it was removed just so he represented the player. So them calling him out as Claude in San Andreas just reaffirms what they had in place. Discussions like this are why I love this podcast. Keep it up, Hugo. Much love to the homies. Thank you, Clay Doggy. Appreciate it. And thank you for that. Well, actually, because I learned something new about the Claude being in the game files thing. So I didn't know that, and that actually changes that whole thing. Although, as the discussion was, we didn't know that as players playing the game, but now we do. Because you told us. Anyway, thank you for that, friend. As far as not one of the things about the only way you're going to affect Rockstar is to not buy their games. That was unfortunately something that people thought would be a good strategy to get a new GTA game, was to yell at those of us still playing GTA 5 or whatever. So while streaming, if I play GTA 5 or whatever, why you play this? This is why we can't get a new game, because you're playing GTA Online. Or if I played the definitive edition, why would you play this garbage? It lets them think that this is how games should be or whatever. I'm like, they don't fucking know what I'm doing. This game was released, so I'm playing it. That's just what we're doing, So I think I saw something recently that said GTA 5 was like the fifth highest selling game on the current generation of consoles, which is unreal considering it's 10 years old at this point, but it still sells. So it's, that's just what it is. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying multiple copies every week. So obviously it's not us that really have any impact on that. It's just they made a good fucking game and people love it. So that's where we're at. But anyway, thank you, Clay Doggy, for the email. Appreciate it. All right, next email. Sub Hugo, just found the podcast and love it. I agree with you. I would love to see a Las Venturas GTA. Specifically, I think it would be awesome to have a GTA that is basically the movie Casino, just like Vice City is basically Scarface. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Fuck sweet, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I would love something I like the movie Casino. And having all these kind of moving pieces with the characters, whether it be the mobsters in Vegas and then reporting to the family back home, or the Sam Rothstein character trying to run the casino and stuff like that. There's so many characters you could run into in a Las Venturas, and whether it be a lot of the casino kind of influence, whether it's back in the day or now. I think there's just so much to work with when it comes to a Las Venturas GTA, and I think it would be great. So yes, I would love to see it. Hopefully, I know we're getting way ahead of ourselves here, but a GTA 7 hopefully would be excellent in Las Venturas. So we'll have to wait and see, but yes, that would be great. Thank you, Jeff, for the email. Appreciate it. All right, next email. Sup, Hugo, you to Mang Mang. Let's talk titties. Obviously, you can see animated titties at the strip club in GTA 5. Do you think GTA 6 will have even more titties than that? I love animated titties and I have a boner right now. From Steve Jimmy. Thank you, Steve Jimmy, for the email. Yeah, I was actually kind of shocked that there are these bare breasts in a lap dance in GTA 5. I thought, wow, after Hot Coffee with San Andreas, I didn't think we'd be getting to that point. And when you pick up a prostitute, there's a lot more happening in that car in GTA 5 than there ever was in San Andreas. So it's interesting how these things evolve over the years, progress, and where we're at. So I'd guess 10 years later, there would be a next step where, I don't know, who knows how many titties will be in the game and what's going on at strip clubs and what you can do between men and women in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. So we shall see. I don't know. Thank you, Steve Jimmy. Nice fake name there as well. Next one. Hey, Hugo. I've been thinking about how much has changed with Rockstar Games since the release of GTA 5 and wanted to get your opinion on how you think GTA 6 is going to fare in its game release when it eventually comes out. Sure, it has been in development for quite some time and that the devs at Rockstar are certainly talented, but the way that GTA Online has been handled in the past few years, particularly the last 2 years, and the departure of significant figures in the company such as Dan Houser and Laszlo Jones, leaving me feeling uncertain about how GTA 6 is going to turn out when it releases. Not to mention the common occurrence of shoddy game releases in this modern era of gaming, especially where AAA gaming is concerned. Despite being burned a few too many times by poor game launches and shady business practices within those games, I'm hopeful that GTA 6 will still be a solid GTA game. But I can't say the same about how I feel it's going to compare when held up to the previous entries in the series. The Rockstar of today is undoubtedly not the Rockstar of the past, but who knows what they can manage to pull off with the new GTA title. What do you think will be of GTA 6 when it releases? Appreciate all you do, man. Thank you for the endless hours of entertainment. Western. Thank you, Western, for the email. Appreciate it. When I think about like Rockstar now, I have this weird image of my head of Sam Houser being alone in a office by himself while there's a bunch of randos out elsewhere in the building doing whatever they do, and he's just sitting there thinking about how things used to be and how everything was before everybody left and stuff, but how he's still going to hold it together and put out good games. So I like to think that's what's going on, which sounds like a terrible reality for Sam Houser. So I don't know what's going on there actually, but yes, the amount of change that has gone on in that company just since the last GTA is unreal. So, it's hard to say what we're going to get. And it's, it's maybe we can just throw out all our experiences with anything prior to GTA 5 and just think they're going to take the best parts of 5 and put it into GTA 6 and kind of work around that and take, parts of other games and kind of bring it into 6 to try to just, I don't know, make the game of the year or whatever when it comes out. But yes, it won't, I don't think it will be very much like previous GTAs, unfortunately, for us that care about those older ones. But that's kind of how these things work. They move on and things change. But again, we're just speculating and we're just guessing. So we'll have to wait and see what we get out of it. And probably be best if all of us GTA fans approached it without any expectations and just gave it a chance for what it is and didn't try to compare it to anything else so that we're not disappointed. Because we're here. If you're listening to this, you love GTA games already. So it's going to be hard for any new game in a series like this to live up to these great games of the past. So I guess what I will do is approach it without any expectations and hope for the best and try to appreciate it for what it is. And then after many playthroughs and kind of discovering everything I can, then try to think about it. How does this rank among all the GTAs or something like that, So good stuff. Good chat we had here. Good emails, no phone calls this week. Everybody wanted me to do all the talking and wreck my voice, and I did it. Damn it! So here we are at the end of the episode. Thank you all for listening all the way through. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Hugo1 everywhere. You know what I'm saying. Call in if you want to call in 1-818-691-5807, or you can email talkinggta69@gmail.com, and we can get in and start talking about whatever you want to talk about GTA related, whatever it is. So thank you for those that emailed today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Goodbye.